drinking wouldn't have allowed me to explore this other area of me and kind of was keeping me at this level. Like drinking, when you're drinking a lot, never elevates you. It never progresses you forward. All it does is just keep you here. Keeps you here. You know, you never have heard anybody ever say that I am really glad I started drinking again. Nobody's ever said that because there's no reason to be glad if you've stopped and you've seen the positive aspects that drinking has made towards your life being improved in every way, shape, or form. It's like there's no reason to look back, and that's where I'm sitting right now. I'm really not even like, oh, I'm 100 days sober. I hope I can make it 100 more. I'm almost like drinking isn't even a thing for me anymore. I don't drink, and life has gotten so much better without drinking in every way. So I know a lot of people hit me up on Twitter about being sober. I know a lot of people always ask me questions about it. So I've been thinking about this for a long time. I want to form a place where people can get together and talk about issues with addiction. It doesn't have to be limited to alcohol. It can be any other addiction. I know there's every addiction out there. And even if you're having a hard time in life with depression, if you're having a hard time in life with your family, with work, anything, I know that everybody needs somebody to talk to, and not everybody has somebody to talk to. So I'm going to use Ruin Your Day as a platform for that. Every week on Wednesdays, I haven't decided a time yet, probably around 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'm going to have Ruin Your Day live for an hour. And basically what's going to be happening is the chat is going to be live, and that's going to be used as the floor for everybody to talk. I might be on a video feed answering questions to the chat. I might pull up some music that Ruin Your Day made to play. I might play some video in the background. It's going to be sort of a free-form vehicle type of feed. There's not going to be really a set thing that we're doing. The only thing that I want to go on is I want people to feel like it's a safe place to come into and talk and vent, talk to other people, maybe give advice. I'll be in there if anybody wants to ask any questions about being sober. I can give whatever advice I can for that. And yeah, essentially, I just think there needs to be a place like that. I think AA works really well for a lot of people because it's a community. It's a strong-knit community. You have a sponsor that holds you accountable for not drinking. You have other people that are going through the same thing as you. You realize there's a whole world out there of people that just don't drink. And that's rare these days, honestly. So I want there to be a place like that on Ruin Your Day doesn't have to be just limited to alcohol. It could be anything. You know, like my parents went through some heart problems this year, and that really devastated me. So, you know, I needed somebody to talk to about that. My ex-girlfriend's dog that I really love got cancer. My close friend just had cancer. So it's been tough for me as well this year, and I'm really thankful that I've had Ruin Your Day to talk to you guys about battle rap and forget about the troubles in my life, but I want to give back, and I want to create a platform where we can all come together and sort of be each other's shoulder to lean on every now and then. So just wanted to make this video to talk about me getting sober, my experience with it. Honestly, to wrap this up, being sober is like probably the best thing that's happened to me in a long time. Me breaking up with my ex-girlfriend that I love to this day has been the best thing that's ever happened to me too as well. It's really like jump-started me to make big improvements in my life that I'm really proud of. And yeah, I mean, I think anybody out there that's struggling with addiction, the first question you need to ask for yourself, if you're thinking that you might have a drug problem, alcohol problem, any sort of problem, is if I'm asking myself if I have a problem, I might have a problem. Do you want to take the next step to solving it? Do you want to get clean? Do you want to get sober? And all I can say is being sober is amazing. It's great. I would never trade it for anything. It works really well for me. Other people can drink responsibly. I'm not one of those people. I can't drink responsibly at all. So yeah, guys, I just want to thank you all for helping me through my year of sobriety. You guys really made a huge difference in my life. I want to thank everybody out there that supported Ruin Your Day, all the patrons, all the people that did a watch episode, all the guests, all the people that tuned in for watch, everybody that bought merch, everybody that bought music. It means the world to me. So thank you guys. Boom. Sup, everybody? Welcome to Ruin an Hour, a safe place to talk about anything from sobriety, addiction, depression, anxiety, balanced life. My name is Kyle Gray. We're live once a week, Wednesdays at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Today I'm a little bit late because I'm on this nationwide tour filming the King of the Dot Grand Prix, and I just got to Tulsa, so I didn't want to do it from the road because that's difficult to read your guys' comments, so I wanted to do it from my hotel room, so I'm finally here. Let's talk. Wanted to just dive straight into this. Derek said that his cousin passed away from COVID, and I asked how you were coping with it. Said better than his immediate family. He passed away on his brother's birthday. His daughter just got married, and his son just graduated high school. That's really, really difficult, man. I'm very sorry to hear that. That's not an easy thing to cope with in the slightest. And my heart goes out to you for that loss, and your family as well, for that. I wanted to talk about gratitude today because we don't really talk about like certain subjects ever. We kind of just talk about anything, which I'm cool with as well if you guys want to talk about stuff. Obviously the chat is the main focus of these shows, but I wanted to talk about gratitude a little bit, and I kind of just thought about this, so it's not like I planned this out or anything. But this is something that, Derek, you could maybe apply to what you're going through currently. Your neighbor set our apartment on fire last night too. What the hell? She set your complex? Was she like cooking and it got out of control or something like that? Or did she like try to literally burn your apartment down? Because that is gnarly as fuck, man. But yeah, gratitude. I want to talk about gratitude and practicing gratitude because I've found through... Sup, Blue? How you doing? I've found through COVID this year, me going through my recent controversy with the racist actions and just everything, really. I've been kind of realizing that practicing gratitude can be one of the most powerful things you can do for yourself. And basic gratitude, and we all have the most basic things to be thankful for. And that's as simple as literally when you wake up in the morning, being thankful that your eyes open. When you take a breath, being thankful that you're taking a breath. When you're like out driving and you're going to work or something, or you're taking the subway, be thankful that you have the ability to use public transportation, that you have a car, that you can afford these things, that you can afford to put food on your table for yourself, and if you're in a family, for your loved ones. Practicing basic gratitude like that, I feel like is extremely powerful because we overlook a lot of those things in our day-to-day lives and don't practice that because whether it's for foreshadowing of larger goals or other things putting our current state in a shadow of negativity, it's very important just to practice basic gratitude. Being thankful for just being alive, being able to see, being our health. A lot of things you can be grateful for. It doesn't have to be like you have the most perfect job, you have the best finances, you have perfect credit, you have an amazing lover. It doesn't have to be anything like that. It can literally be, like I said, just getting up in the morning and being thankful that you can take another breath. And I don't know. I practice that shit. Like now, I try to do that sometimes a lot when I'm on this road trip right now. Business trip, I should say. I've been driving to Atlanta right now, currently from Los Angeles. So then we're going from Atlanta to New York to Detroit, Detroit to LA. And I've already done this once. So it's a lot of driving, which I'm cool with because I love to see the country. And you could look at this one or two ways.
you could look at it like, oh, I'm in the car a lot. I'm wasting a lot of my time. I'm eating kind of unhealthy because it's really hard to eat healthy on the road. I'm not really in the best shape, blah, blah, blah. Like, you can concentrate on the negatives of it. But I've just been kind of like, I'm grateful that I have this opportunity to see this country. And even the fact that we're in this day and age where I can do that, where I can drive to another location. Um, and yeah, I don't know, it's just been really helpful to practice gratitude in a basic sense. Even like, I'm grateful for my bed. I'm grateful that I have my own apartment because right now I live by myself, which is I haven't lived alone for fucking like 15 years, to be honest with you. I've always had roommates. I've lived with girlfriends, and this is the first time I live alone. And literally, like having that solitude where you're the only one in your house and you can do whatever you want, and that I'm like so grateful for that. Grateful for sobriety, big one. I'm 2 years and I don't know, like maybe 3 months sober or something like that. Honestly, I've like kind of lost track of the days, but I'm very grateful for that because I never think about drinking ever. I never think about relapsing and possibly like drinking alcohol. Even when there's tough times, it's not a vice that I would like ever run to because life is tough. So, yes, I am wearing pants right now, Jordan. I don't take different routes every time. But yeah, kind of been doing the same route just because it's the easiest one. I would like to practice gratitude, just don't know how I've struggled with a lot of anger this year. Yeah, I mean, anger is something that comes and goes, and I think anger is something that you need to let flow through you, and when you act on anger, that's where it gets tricky. That's where it can give you this false sense of doing something good when you act on being mad. I think the best example of this, actually, that we can all probably relate to is cancel culture. Is canceling people. Is just looking at something that somebody did bad and immediately attaching to that to their entire being of who they are and getting really angry and then just saying, nah, fuck them, fuck that person, they're done, boom, let's get them out of here. And you feel good about it. Like there's an inherent, like you feel good, like, this person said this misogynistic thing 10 years ago. You know, Kevin Hart made some like homophobic tweets like 10 years ago, fuck him, like, you know, and then you feel good because you're standing by something that aligns with your moral compass, but really what you're doing is you're making this kick, like reflex jump into an action that is fueled by anger, and anger builds you up. It's like it's this armor you can wear to like for protection. You know, when you're in a fight and like you start to lose, you can get angry and like builds you up, and you wear the anger, you know. And then when you get done, after you act on it, it drops you off lower than where you initially started in the first place. So acting on anger is problematic, for sure. It's hard for me to show gratitude because those thoughts turn to guilt. I'm thankful for my family for supporting me through my depression right now, but it also makes me feel guilty that I'm not trying harder. Daniel, you're doing exactly what you need to be doing at this time, man. Like, you're doing the best you can with what you have. That false expectation of you could be trying harder is something that everybody could be doing. Everybody could be doing more. You know, like, I'm going to just be fucking completely honest with you guys. Before I went live, I ate fucking fast food. I straight up ate like this, this Brahms out in Tulsa. Clayton he lives out in Tulsa, or he's from Tulsa, but he told me about this place Brahms, and it's like this fucking fast food place, and I ate a fucking cheeseburger, a chicken sandwich, fries, and a goddamn fucking milkshake. After driving all day, and I also fucking ate like a zebra cake today and a fucking oatmeal cream pie, so somebody come fucking shoot me. No, I'm kidding. But what my point of this rant is that I'm really, I have high expectations of my health and of fitness, and doing stuff like that sets me back. And I can be guilty, like kind of how you're feeling, like, oh fuck, I ate bad shit. I shouldn't have done that. That was so stupid. Or you can just be doing like, hey, I can let loose every now and then. I'm a human being. Fitness is not my goal. It's not like, excuse me, it's not my job. I am human, and indulging in stuff every now and then is not the worst. With your depression, you're doing the best you can with what you have at the current time. So never feel guilty for people helping you out with anything like that. Feel thankful that you have a loving family that will help you out with things like that. Kylan, what up, man? The Broncos beat the Patriots. That was pretty crazy, huh? Driving through Omaha, Nebraska, and western Iowa was gorgeous. Yeah, man, the country is just beautiful, man. I gotta say. I hope you don't mind me asking, but did this recent situation open your eyes to this topic, or what did? Thank you for sharing. I have followed you for a long time. I appreciate your realness. Jay Mills, thank you. The topic too. Are you talking about cancel culture or talking about gratitude? I think I will be fucking flat out honest with you guys. I definitely have like canceled people before for things that they did in their past, and even like I've had conversations with people recently that like even I've been like they have told me, they're like, hey, I'm surprised that you're thinking like this considering what you just went through, and you're accusing somebody of something they did a long time ago and attaching it to who they are today. And I'm like, yeah, you know what, you're right. That's a good point. So yeah, definitely, it's definitely changed my perspective on things. It's definitely, I feel like, put me in a different light, being like, okay, I should be more. I don't know if forgiving is the right term, but it's more so like I should be more accepting of people having the ability to change and grow, and especially people that are in the limelight. Because I still to this day I feel like I make snap judgments on people that are like celebrities, like Billie English, I think is her name. She made some comment about hip hop, and I felt like that was kind of pretty ignorant thing for a white girl to do. Make a comment about, oh, like, not all these people have guns and have a bunch of money and cash. It's like they're all just lying. And to me, that did rub me the wrong way, and I kind of made a snap judgment about her. But then I'm like, okay, she's young, man. Like, and whatever. Like, fucking whatever, man. Like, who, like, I don't know. It's just kind of like made me be a little bit more like, I need to see more perspectives than just my own, I guess. Played basketball for 4 hours, and I'm still angry. Sunday, why? What's going on, man? Like, what are you angry about currently? Social media is an echo chamber. It cannot manifest itself in any type of productive conversation. Angel P, I completely fucking agree with that. I've actually been off social media for over a month now, and I completely agree with that shit. The problem with social media is it's like this hive mind. Billy Irish, excuse me. You guys know how disconnected with popular music now I am. I'm like a uncool uncle right now. But yeah, the social media is definitely like an echo chamber, and it becomes this like witch hunt sometimes. It becomes a product of global negativity sometimes. Very rarely does it ever solve anything or focus on solutions rather than mob mentality. And that's where I felt like I just needed to get off of it. I don't feel like it was a good thing. I felt like, especially in battle rap, I felt like it was a constant hunt just to fucking out people. And, me being a like person that was that, but also just like I felt like each day I felt like it was just like, who is everybody after today? And I feel like, meh, like, do I really see anything good on here ever? Do I really get enlightened on here ever? Is this really a good way for me to spend my precious time on this earth, is staring at this app? And I don't think so. I don't think so. I'm much happier without it, to be honest. The thing that does bum me out about not being on social media is not being connected to you guys, and not being able to talk directly. And I do feel like I made it an effort when I was on there to spread positivity and to spread things that did help me. So, I mean, I guess being the change in the world you want to see is something to be said, but maybe I'll get on. I don't know. Why is it when we get love, we say thank you and appreciate it momentarily, but when we get hate negativity, we tend to focus on it more? Is this common, and how can I combat this thinking? Um, yeah, man. I mean, I don't know the exact reason for but that is entirely true, and I can definitely empathize with that sentiment, positive vibes. I mean, it's the same thing. It's like I used to like scroll through comments on YouTube, and there's like hundreds of good ones, right? And one bad one, you'll be like, oh fuck, and it bothers you. Um, I don't know what the exact reason for it is, but don't let the cries of a few be the voice of many in your mind, because it's not that way. Um, Black Socks, thank you, appreciate it. Um, Supala, word up, man. It's nice in Tulsa right now. It's all warm out here. But yeah, I mean, focusing on negativity is something that's super natural for us to do, and I feel like humans love negativity in some way, shape, or form. It's like I feel like we're so attracted to it. And I remember reading something about it, and I wish I could remember exactly what it was, but we are attracted to negativity. And when we get love, sometimes it feels like it's dispensable. Um, but yeah, positive vibes. That's a good point, man. I don't know how to really combat that more than I sometimes, like when I get like some negativity, I try to find the good in it rather than like, oh, like try to, like, for example, if somebody says something about me filming battles, if like, oh, Avocado didn't film this battle that good, immediately kind of like my reflex reaction is to be like, well, fuck you, what do you know? But like the better, more healthy thing that I found to do is to hear them and be like, why don't you think it was good? Like, can I do something that will possibly help you enjoy it more? Can I improve more? Because I know that deep down inside that negativity comes from either internal pain that people are going through and they don't know how to express it other than being negative, or that they are passionate about something. So I try to hear it. All that negativity will shift your focus, take you away from your goal, so it makes sense for you to take that break. Salute. Thank you, Angel. Appreciate that. Twitter's the worst, and I stopped using Facebook years ago. Yeah, I'm off both of them, man. But I hope you're back recording for Battle Rap. I am, Courtney. I am. I'm filming the King of the Grand Prix. J Mills, yep, you're correct. I've been off social media since the beginning of the year. Besides YouTube, the best thing I've done for my self-esteem, I just missed the updates from Battle Rap. Yeah, that's good to hear. Well, that's good to hear that you're off it too. Hell yeah. LS Rink. Hell yeah. I've been here, man. I've been here. Just like news, media, social media should be in moderation. Be careful where you're sourcing from. Exactly, Dangles. Good point, man. Hope all is good with you, Dangles. Alex, congrats on the 44 days clean. Fuck yeah, dog. How do you feel? How's it feel, man? That's big. That's huge, man. 44 fucking days. Congrats on that. Sunday, my roommate just moved his rude ex in with her kids and dogs without talking to me, and they keep the house dirty to the point I don't even use the kitchen. Wow. So he moved his girlfriend in with her kids and dogs. Do you guys have like a big apartment? How does that even work? I would definitely say Sunday you should definitely have a conversation with your roommate about that, because that's like wildly disrespectful to not talk to somebody about that. Flores, bro, be good. I deleted my social media a week ago. Too much propaganda and horrible news does nothing to add positivity to my life. And real talk, I've had withdrawals from it, but I regret nothing. Me too, man. I've had withdrawals from it too. I will pick up my phone and be like, oh yeah, nothing's on my phone. And nobody texts me anyway, so like, what am I picking up my phone for? But it feels good. It feels good to live in the moment and practice mindfulness. Live in the moment and let things wash over you, and not have that distraction that you can just go to whenever you want. Agent Holden Ford, if you want to talk about it, we can talk about it. But if you're here to spam, I would suggest you leave, bro. But if you wanna chit chat about it, we totally can. He was passionate about it. Tiffany, we can also talk about that as well. If you guys want to chat about it, it's fine. I don't know what the bars you're talking about, DNA. I'm assuming you're talking about when he said that everybody was mad about him and Clips doing an ad for Joe Biden, which again, I'm off social media, so I didn't even know people were angry about that. But then, they're like, some DNA is like angry that I'm filming battle rap. And I don't really know where the two connect, but I do agree with DNA that it is ridiculous that people are angry about him and Clips doing an ad for Joe Biden, because I thought that was really cool. I thought it was dope when I saw it. I thought it was tight. So I have nothing bad to say about that in the slightest. So, but I know he he had his old third round against me. That's cool, man. I'll see it. It's fine. I mean, everybody's entitled to feel the way they feel, and some feel strongly about it, which I totally understand. I totally understand. Black Sector Mafia. I didn't watch the battle, man, because I was filming an event that day. I filmed Geechee Gotti versus Snake Eyes that day, so that's why I haven't seen that battle. But I'm not pretending to not see the battle. I've heard about stuff, but nothing can be positive. Even a whole video about gratitude. Nah, it's fine. J Mills. This is of course this is gonna happen again and again, but I'm totally down to talk about it. That's the thing that it's funny about, like, people being like inflammatory about it, because I'm open to the conversation of having one in the first place, and I feel like that's what a lot of people are scared to even do. So I'm here to talk if you guys want to talk about it. But if people want to come in here and just be inflammatory, for me, from my perspective, that's not actually having a conversation or doing anything productive, rather than just being angry. And like we said earlier, anger just lets you down lower than the point that it built you up at. So if you guys want to have some productive conversations, I'm totally with that. But if you guys want to be inflammatory, don't think it's going to do any good for either of us. I need to just save to get my own place. It's just hard as a single dad, but I need my sanity. Yeah, man. I mean, I totally empathize with you. It's definitely not easy living on your own in the slightest, man. Especially, I know that you live in California. It's not easy. But I would say that I would have a discussion with him about that. I would talk to him and just level with him and be like, hey, like, no offense, or not no offense, but hey, I find it kind of disrespectful that you didn't talk with me about this. Your living situation is extremely important for you, because it's a place where your sanity can remain. It's a place of solitude. Or y'all just have to troll, spam, or actually talk? Yeah, Daniel, I don't know. Any tips on finding a therapist? First go around at this. Angel P, I would say, honestly, the best tips is you need to call them and talk to them first. And then if it kind of vibes from there, I would suggest just go having a session. Like, there's like not really any good advice that I can give, because I've only had 2 therapists in my life, and they're both pretty good. But the way that I found out that I liked them or not was literally just going and trying them out, Angel. So exactly, Kylam. There will always be trolls. It is what it is. I've been trying to make a career out of my love for making music, but this year totally made things harder. I'm 30 now. I have 2 jobs, so financially, I'm grateful I can do what I love regardless. Yeah, man. I mean, like, there's people out there that don't even have 1 job currently in this society, so, in this economic status of the world. So, fuck yeah, dude. Congrats on that. And just don't give up the dream also on doing what you love for a living at all. Favorite day of road tripping outside of the battles? Timothy, I don't know yet. I liked going to DC. That was pretty cool. I have lower back pain. How can I alleviate this? If you have sciatic nerve, if your sciatic nerve is being pinched, I would suggest doing some stretches. Man. Hey, I love you, man. Missed the regular re schedule, but I'm glad you're keeping busy. Best wishes. Thank you. Appreciate that. Would you shoot battle rap in Mexico if the money is good? I would shoot battle rap in Mexico, of course. It would probably work better if I spoke Spanish, but I would be down. What has been your favorite battle of the event? I thought on Sunday, Saint versus Active was the best battle of the day. Was slightly let down by Disney-Thesaurus. I thought Disney-Thesaurus was really good. I thought Saint and Active was amazing. I think that's the best battle probably of the whole tournament, honestly. Got into Ivan. What's up, man? Got into battle rap a few years ago as a fan. Around when Roan battled his first time in the record shop. Haven't watched in years. What's a battle in recent years you absolutely recommend I watch? Oh man, the record shop. Are you talking about Roan versus Illegal? Is that the last battle you've seen? That's really wild. I would say that a recent battle that I like a lot, that I don't know if you would like, but I think it's incredible, is Rum Nitty versus New Jersey Twerk. Um, what other good battles are there? Pat Stay versus Shotgun Suge is another fire one. Okay, you really like Roan Dumbfounded A-Class Soulcon? I would say watch Conceited versus Dumbfounded. That one's really good. Man, I don't know. There's like kind of some. Okay, so I mean, I'm not trying to make people not bring this stuff up at all anymore. That's not like really my prerogative. I'm open to talking about it. And I don't think the anger and the pain is unjustified. I mean, I'm hearing DNA went off on me in the third round, which is fine. Um, he is a battle rapper, and that is his platform to convey a message. And if he chose to do that, it's perfectly. I think it's perfectly justified. I mean, he feels a certain way about something that he saw, especially me being in black culture, and he feels strongly about it. And he used his platform to express himself. I haven't seen the round, but I'm sure it's good. DNA is like one of the best battle rappers ever. Nothing bad to say about him. Last time I talked to him, I gave him his battle with drugs. I edited it for him and sent it to him. So nothing personally bad against the guy. I know that he's passionate about something that he probably should be passionate about, to be honest with you. So I don't feel any type of way about it in the slightest. Yeah. Yeah, I definitely agree. There definitely are. What's up, Balls Deep? How you doing, bro? Chicago, what up? Give us more watch videos where we riot. Yeah, I'm gonna be doing more watch soon, for sure, for sure, for sure. Watch JC versus Chilla, Ver versus Hitman. A great one that doesn't get enough credit is Born versus Bricks Belvedere. That's a good one too. That's really good. Well, I think Ash. I mean, we can talk about it, but I think you're probably. I don't know. I'm like trying to like not really dive into the subject because it is a sensitive subject. Um, but I think the problem, Ash, with the line of thinking is that, for example, for you saying we are all equal and Americans, um, unfortunately, in this country we're not equal, um, and Black Americans don't have the same opportunities, rights, and freedoms that white Americans have. And that's where all this anger comes from in battle rap when they see somebody like myself who has been in this culture for a really long time, and they look at as an ally mocking them. Um, Regardless of how old the video is, whatever, it doesn't matter in my opinion. The fact of the matter, it should never happen in the first place, and so their anger is completely justified. Um, And to be honest with you guys, them making battle rap bars about me doesn't bother me at all. Like them rhyming insults about me is their platform. This is like their how they speak up about matters that matter the most to them. Most of these people are not activists, are not people that would have any other way of making change other than this. So I'm not mad about DNA. I'm not mad at like any bars about me in the slightest. If DNA and me want to talk, like I have his number, he has my number. I haven't reached out to him because, like, to be honest with you, we're not fucking like good friends. Not that we have any hatred towards each other. We're just not great buddies. So yeah, I mean, we could talk one-on-one. Oh, please, I also grew up in poverty. I didn't make excuses. But see, the thing is, Ash, like, regardless of you growing up in poverty, just you being white is a major, major, major step up in this country. It just is. Like the weight, and I'm gonna fuck up this quote, but I read this book, and you guys should get it if you haven't read it. It's called "What Doesn't Kill You Makes You Blacker," by Damon Young. Great book. But he has this great quote that says like the weight of white supremacy in this country is so gargantuan that sometimes you need to alter your perspective to even understand what it truthfully is. So you attributing poverty to having the same experience as being black isn't really the same thing, because nobody is not going to give you opportunities because you're poor, but people definitely don't get opportunities because they're black. You're not going to get shot because you're poor, but people do get shot just because they're black by the people that are sworn to protect them in this country. So I think that's kind of where maybe the different perspective isn't really getting through. But this country was founded on fundamental racism from Columbus to our settlement of Native American lands. Those who don't look like founding fathers were considered savages and not human. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of, like exactly what we're talking about. So yeah, I mean, Ash, the thing is, we can have this conversation, but like, I just know that life isn't fair. It's not all white people's fault. Some people don't have a dad. So I don't know, man. That statement in itself is so inflammatory and racist at the end of the day. That I think maybe you're not even trying to have an actual conversation about it, just being kind of extremely racist about it. Body bag. But yeah, I mean, I think it's just more so along the lines of understanding and trying to listen to people as well, instead of getting mad and saying it's not our fault, because yeah, I mean, that's not the correct way to understand anybody. Everything is racist now. Well, Ash, the thing is though, like, you're white, right? I can't really tell from your profile, but I'm assuming you're a white woman. Because yeah, everything is racist. To be honest with you, if you're a person of color in this country, everything that happens is racist. Imagine walking out your front door and being afraid that you'll get shot by the people that are sworn to protect you. Yeah, I mean, everything to them is racist. Has a racial undertone, for sure. Kylum, it's okay, man. We can talk about it. That's the thing. We can chat. That's the point of this whole show, is not to really like be inflammatory towards each other. It's to have a safe place to talk about anything. Like I said, like this show, you can talk about absolutely anything in here. Christian Frizzell, hey Avo and Chad, haven't really turned into one of these ruin an hour live streams, but just want to show love and respect for everything you guys do. Christian, appreciate that. Thank you. Appreciate that. Tyrone, how's it going, bro? Good to see you. Daniel, who knows, man? Who knows? Northwest Rain, not everything is racist. Stop pandering to make up for the past. Alberto, where's your question? Where is it at? Oh, Yoab, my bad for changing the subject. The question, do you think taking fat burners is okay to take in males late 20s? Fat burners, for the most part, Alberto, is just caffeine, man. I would more so suggest that you have a healthy diet and eat clean, like vegetables, fruits, organic foods, less processed foods like breads and stuff like that. And that will help you burn fat rather than the fat burners, because fat burners kind of don't really do a lot. It's mostly just caffeine pills. The fact that in America a black teenager with no record stole a pair of shoes, got a jail term for 5 years. If he was white, he wouldn't even have a jail sentence. I mean, yeah, the massive disproportionate justice system is super apparent in this country for sure. Don't take fat burners, take vegetables. Yeah, exactly. Eat vegetables, man. It will be a lot better for you. Old boy Nick, thank you. Appreciate you for tuning in. Where do I live? I live in Los Angeles. Los Angeles, California. Yo, body bag. I mean, see, the thing is, though, you're not trying to, like, actually discuss anything. You're just being inflammatory. Yeah, I mean, I can't even talk. I can't even, like, really say anything to that. Yeah. If people don't think America is based in racism, I like to remind everyone that every race-founded gang comes from white police not protecting them. That's exactly true, man. That's 100% true. Italian Mafia, Chinese Brotherhoods in the 20s, Mexican Mafia, Bloods, Crips. Yeah, man. I even learned today that, conjugal visits in jail was actually a racist system. So basically, when slavery was around, they had a bunch of, I think it was started in Mississippi, I might be wrong, but basically they had like prison systems that was all black Americans, and they believed that the black male's sex drive was so insatiable that they had to let them have sex so that their work would get better. So basically, the people that ran these prisons would hire sex workers to come in and sleep with the inmates, and they believed that that made their work better. So even that is rooted in racism. It's pretty wild. What camera do I use for battles? I use a red, an FS7, GH5S, mostly red though. But yeah, pretty wild stuff, guys. It sounds like the opposite of racism. Well, I mean, in the terms of they did it because they believed that something that was like blatantly not true. I think that's where the racism truthfully started in that thought process. Jay Mills, I can get along with everybody. I apologize that it got inflammatory in here for a second. Good night. Hope to see you back in here. But yeah, I am on the road right now. I'm in Tulsa. Johnny, what's up, bro? Good to see you, man. Appreciate that, man. Yeah, I'm doing good. on the road currently filming these battles. Hope you're good too, bro. Thank you for coming in here. Appreciate that. But yeah, you know, I don't know. X sideway 28. Honestly, I mean, I think he's just. I think the DNA thing, although I haven't heard it, I think basically he's angry, and I think it's justified. And I think he's also very like annoyed that people went at him in clips for making the video about Joe Biden, which I also feel is justified. I feel like that was a cool thing to do. I don't know why people like hated on that. I think it's incredible that that battle rap is at that level. Like I thought it was really cool personally. I thought it was fucking really dope. Um, Alvo, does it worry you this racist rhetoric? What do you mean, hey, white baby? I love Detroit. Detroit's awesome. I love going there. Tyrone, I'm doing really good. I'm doing awesome, to be honest with you. I'm in a good state of mind, to say the least. I think in the UK it's a lot different. We do have some sort of racial issues, not to the extreme of the USA, but it's mainly a social class divide. C stars, it was cringe. See, the thing though is that I can see people being like, okay, like it's cool that we see battle rap at this stage, but maybe you didn't like it. Like maybe like some of the rapping was not like the best or anything like that. So I can see that. But I felt like, and this is kind of the thing that I'm saying about social media is like we're so quick to put people in our own industry down. Like we should be like, fuck yeah, DNA and clips, or like getting like on the campaign for the president. The president is using like, not using them, excuse me, but hiring them to do something. And I think that's fucking amazing. I think that's incredible, I think anytime you have influencers telling you to vote for it will rub people the wrong way. Man, I can't even talk. Excuse me. Dave, completely see what you're saying. That definitely makes sense. Sorry, hit enter above. Do you worry that people are defending you with their own racist rhetoric? That's what made me tune out soon after things went south a couple months ago. Yeah, hey white baby, of course, that definitely concerns me a lot. The thing about and the reason why I think I've been kind of so wanting to talk about it, and I even, trust me, everybody around me is like, people are still talking about this, people are still bringing this up. I'm not scared to run from this at all because I'm super comfortable in the path I am on as a human being, and the path that I'm on is taking accountability for wrongs that I've done. And furthermore, hey white baby, what you're saying is true. There's a lot of people that are fans of white battle rap, that are fans of myself, that might look at that video and might be like, well, I don't see the big deal, and then kind of back it up with racist rhetoric. And that's where I'm like, let's talk about this, because that is incorrect. That is wrong. And we need to have a good, productive conversation about this to enlighten, for me to enlighten fellow white people on their white privilege. And I think that's the best thing, the healthiest thing that can come out of this.